I have a book. It's a book which you can purchase now, which is mad for several reasons. Firstly, because I first started working on this well over a year ago, and mad because it's like one of those, it feels like a life goal ticked off, doesn't it? Become a published author. And maybe someone will buy it. That'll be very exciting. But already I feel like the goal is complete and I'm really proud of it. Now, this video, I want to tell you what the book is, what it isn't. I want to announce a little competition related to the book. You've got to stay around to the end to hear about that. And perhaps I'll give some background about the year I will never get back. Firstly, I guess, where can you get the book? If you're in the UK, I've got quite a few to sell, but only within the UK or to people who are coming to a workshop, for example. Otherwise, there's lots of links on my website, and it is in all major retailers worldwide. It's even translated into quite a few languages. So just Google it, Sketching in the City, Toby Hazler, and see what happens. One more thing, reviews are really powerful. If you bought it off Amazon, please leave a review. If you already have the book, maybe pop a little review in the comments of this channel, or I'll leave some other sort of links to places where you can generically review the book. It will mean the absolute world if you take a couple of minutes to do that. Now, let's start with what this book is. It is a book about sketching urban scenes. That doesn't just mean landscapes. There's also some like still lives and up close kind of things in there. It has a lovely first page. Even more excitingly, it's got a page of contents, which allows me to tell you what's inside. So it's got 5 sections. Tools and techniques, that's your standard introduction. But with all the ideas I'm always talking about, hatching, soluble ink, and my 5-step process. So if you enjoy the things I like talking about and you want to see them in a new way, it's all in here. If you think that you've heard enough of me talking about the things I like talking about, this book is not for you. Next, projects. Now, projects are kind of big spreads. So we take an idea and we expand on it. So here, sketching people, which is like kind of like sketching people in a museum. We expand on it over 4 pages. What I think these projects are a really nice inspirational photo. Like the photography in this book is really good. And that comes down to the team behind it, nothing to do with me. And then what you get is these step-by-step photos, which aren't enormous. They are in places quite small, and there's that balance, fitting loads in versus making them big enough to really like study. But with each photo you get my thoughts or my aims sort of directly related to what's happened in that photo. And that kind of hopefully sums up the point of the projects, not to copy a style, mine, which is intrinsically hard to directly copy, a continuous line, throwing colour at the page. It's not immediately replicable, but getting ideas and ways of thinking which you can adapt to what you enjoy doing and your style, I think that's what's in here. Not a load of photos you can literally just copy step by step. Anyway, the way I think about the rest of these sections after the introduction of the project is on like a caffeine scale. So here, no cups of coffee. Here, 1 cup. Inspiration finder, 2 cups. And then mixing media. I've just started eating coffee grounds because they get more mad. But I think in a good way. So we do, for example, the first thing is me walking around St Neots for 2 hours, picking up a little litter and then creating St Paul's Cathedral out of it. So again, I think that kind of gives you an idea that it's the same stuff and ideas, progressively more, I'm going to liberally use the word creative here. And hopefully that gives you an idea of what you are buying if you buy this book. Now, before I show you the last sort of page, I want to send you off into the ether to listen to another opinion on this book. And you'll see why it's important to listen to this opinion before we come back.
Hello everyone, my name is Colin Woodward and I am here today to talk to you about this wonderful book by Toby Hessler. Or is it Heschler or Hessler?
It's Hazeler.
Let's go with Hessler. Sketching in the City by Toby Hessler, Tools and Techniques for the Urban Artist. Toby is a wonderful young man. He is very kind and genuine and generous. What else did he tell me? I can't lie, he's a great guy. This is a fantastic book. Covers so many different subjects that you can sketch, covers so many ways that you can sketch it, the different processes that he goes through. It's him in a book, and there's loads and loads of colour photographs. Can't recommend it to you enough. And there is a rather dashing young artist that is included on page 120 and 121. Just came to me there. You might want to check him out as well. Great job, Toby. Excited to see where this one goes.
Thanks, Colin. Page 120, 121, Colin's work alongside mine. And this kind of, I think, shows what the book is about. The book is about different ideas. This is 4 different versions of the same scene. Talking about it, narrating about it, giving you ideas that you can use, adapt and play with. Not something to copy out, but hopefully something which you can read through, and then when you're feeling stuck, you can flick through and go, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll try something like that today. Now, just as a tiny bit of background about what went into this, I would say I lost 6 months of my life doing this book. Probably in a good way. I actually learned loads, enormous amounts. When I sent off everything that needed to be photoed, there were 12 sketchbooks. There was this whole massive portfolio of finished sketches as well. And there was also loads of stuff which didn't even make it in. So as well as everything finished, there was this awesome sketches on coffee cups, which I loved doing and working out how to do. We painted with wine, and there's loads of extra things which I would love to have included. My biggest learning point was about taking ownership. So I was asked to do this book, which is amazing, really privileged position. But then I struggled when I didn't feel able to tell the publishers that, that won't work, I want to do this. And it took me a long time to work that out and just gain my own authority over it. That's all the background I'm going to do. Unless people want to hear more, then let me know. Finally, I'm going to tell you about the competition. Firstly, the first person who manages to email me and tell me exactly how many times Betty appears in the book, both as a drawing and in the text, I will give a free place in any one of my courses, any one of my online sketching courses. I will also do the same for a random person, which I will pick out of a hat in the new year. So basically, beginning of January, before my birthday, which is in the middle of January, I'll pick a name out of a hat and they will also get a free course. So you can either be the first, or you can just keep emailing me these numbers, and in January I'll announce the second winner. Anyway, with all that said and done, loads of links to the book down below, and if you want it, you want it. If you don't worry about it. So Betty, what do you think of your latest book? How's it going? Have you learnt some interesting techniques from it?
Yep,